Things that I never planned on doing in the C8. We have to ford a small river crossing. Oh, look!
Jealous?
Look at that. The Z06 is going through some water.
We just start getting swiped.
No, don't! Yes. Good morning, Z06. This is the proper way to wake up in the morning. I have missed this car. Heading off to a Cars and Coffee, meet up with some friends. And I need gas, as usual. That's part of the Z06 ownership. You always need gas. I parked next to some sort of orange Toyota without a wing. That's weird. Cody, why wouldn't you put the wing up on your car? Hello.
Hello.
Man, you look
Hey,
fresh.
matches the tee and the does. It's perfect.
Yeah.
$5 for premium, and you don't even get 93. Gas station stop because we have 39 miles to empty, just under 1,400 miles on the Z06 so far, and averaging 12.6 MPG. That's the life. $75 later, a full tank, 222 miles of range. That's fantastic. All right, so this is the 3-month ownership update video on the C8 Z06. We've had this thing for 3 months. We're finally back in Arizona, spending some time with the car. I have missed it so much. I absolutely love the Z06. As you saw, just under 1,400 miles, 1,377.8 miles on my Z06. Spending some quality time with it out in Arizona this weekend. Gonna take it on a scenic drive, get some miles and smiles with this car. This will be a fun video. Jordan, you ready for your first Z06 experience?
I'm so excited.
Yes. I'll driving away there. You driving away back?
Dude, whatever you want.
Let's do that. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jordan Bowe, self-proclaimed race car driver. No, I'm just kidding. Jordan Bowe,
Yeah.
lifestyle YouTuber.
Yeah.
I enjoy cars more than anything else. I don't know why I don't do that. And
More car stuff, dude.
more car stuff. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Eddie's in my hood, but I'm a California boy,
Yes.
even though we're in Arizona. I was just looking at your mileage, actually.
Yep, we're at 18.5, and we're about to go at one of my favorite curvy roads here, which I've been wanting to do since I had the car out here. So you're about to join us as we experience, and you for the first time,
I know.
C8 Z06 up a nice curvy canyon road. Man, I love this car. Oh.
Almost first experience in a C8 for me, really.
Oh, yeah.
My first experience, the C8 was in like a limp mode. From
Well, it was a
factory,
break-in
so,
still,
yeah.
right? Let's give your ownership experience. What have you owned?
2 Golf Rs. Got to give the Golf
Yes.
Rs credit. I had a 2012 gated R8, obviously manual.
Manual, yep.
V8.
Yeah.
And then I had an NC1 NSX, so the new gen.
Yeah.
A GT4,
Yeah.
981, and 55 M2.
Okay.
So before the comp, an RS3.
Wrapped in a very cool shade of green.
Yeah. And then my Golf again. I'm back in a Mark 7. This is my first time ever seeing one. Deadass.
Yeah.
Never seen one.
Okay.
First time ever hearing it, anything.
Yeah.
So this is exciting. I think this is like one of the most exciting cars that's come out in the past 5 years.
I always say, like, I can't give a car a higher endorsement than buying one myself.
I agree.
Like, I'm throwing my own hard-earned money at Chevrolet because that's how amazing this car is. Capacity.
No exhaust?
Stock.
What's been your favorite thing so far about this car?
The engine.
Yeah.
The engine, the charisma of the engine, the way it delivers power, the sound. Absolute power is great,
Okay.
but there's different ways that you deliver 700 horsepower, right?
Correct.
This engine feels completely different from an Aventador V12, which is also
way it
700
revs.
horse- the way it
Yeah,
revs,
of
the way
course.
it sounds, the personality, the charisma. There are although this one is setting a lot of records, but like for me, I've always approached the cars as an emotional purchase. The R8, right?
Yeah.
A GTR or a Turbo S will be way faster.
100%.
Yeah, like
You
a
bought the
720.
rear-wheel drive.
Exactly. Shelby 350R.
Yeah.
ZL1 when Elite demolishes it. 650 horsepower, supercharged V8.
100%.
But I just prefer the emotional experience, right?
I agree.
That's way more fun.
You're talking to a guy on a GT4.
Exactly, that's true.
My car's
You
385 horsepower of just pure driver's fun. Dude, this car is something special.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to drive and experience it.
How's steering?
it's good. It's not the most communicative. Like Porsches are definitely better.
Artificial.
Yeah, it's got some good weight to it,
Yeah.
but the limits of this car are so high. Having tracked it, it is. And I'm not on the Cup 2R tires anymore. Yeah, I tracked one or two,
Incredible.
a couple. Oh man, crazy. I'm back on PS4S tires because Cup 2Rs are great on the track when they're hot, but if it's rainy, remotely cold,
just on ice.
and yeah, it's nightmare. They're race slicks. GoPro's overheated in Arizona sun, but they cooled off, and we have a little bit more open of a road. So I'm gonna make a run down, and then Jordan is gonna get to experience the Z06. This is, I mean, dude, the scenery is just gorgeous out here.
Incredible.
And the Z06,
That's like the Grand-ish Canyon.
the Grand-ish Canyon, is that what you just called it?
It's Grand Canyon's little brother.
The sounds, like the burbles, the exhaust,
So
and it just
exotic.
revs and revs and revs. We were talking about the steering earlier, and it's good. It's not the most communicative. If you're used to like a Porsche GT3, that definitely feels a bit more nimble, but this car is so capable and has so much excitement at all speeds. That's what I love.
Crazy how loud it is stock.
Yeah. So we are in track mode exhaust, so this is valves open.
Even with windows down, it's blowing my mind.
Yeah. So this car, I mean, 3 months in, we're still under 1,500 miles. We're about 1,400 miles. And I love it so much. So, I mean, a lot of people have come up and like talked and asked about it because it is hard to get. And I'm very lucky to have an early car. And everything, I always tell them, it's worth the wait. This car will be worth the wait because it's truly special. It is. And this is coming from somebody who, I mean, I have very fortunate. I have an R8 in the garage, 350R. I love the 350R. R8 we were just talking about. It's fun, right? It's got that V10. It's amazing. But then when you drive normally, it's just like an Audi A4 coupe, which is an A5. But
I'm sure this thing in comfort's pretty mellow.
exactly. That's where it's got the dual personality. You can live with it. I've taken it on road trips from LA all the way out to Scottsdale. I mean, we drove an hour out here and it was fine. We were just talking, cruising.
Yeah.
It is just thirsty as hell, but who cares?
We're gonna run out of gas halfway. But
No, that's why I filled up before we came up here.
smart.
Downshifts are nice and punchy.
Transmission's too so quick in the C8.
Yeah. This dual clutch is 3-month ownership. I mean, I love this thing so much. Part of me wants to just leave it out in Arizona because the roads here are so much, like, look at this, right? This does not exist in the Midwest. It does not. So,
As a California boy, I think the roads here suck.
oh yeah, but the California, like Malibu Canyons,
I'm
oh,
spoiled. I used to live in Westlake. That's my home.
we were just talking about it earlier. Yeah, I spent like 8 hours in 6 hours in a C8 Stingray running up and down Malibu Canyons.
Yep. It's like a playground when you live over there.
I know.
You get your own little track in your backyard.
But I mean, this road
Yeah, this is great.
and this is the pace I like to go on the street. There's no point pushing it more. Hear the engine run out through a couple gears.
Driving always looks so slow on camera too.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like right now, probably looks like you're going 10 miles an hour. Jesus.
That was half throttle.
I know, it's crazy. You haven't even like really ripped it yet.
Yeah.
It's gnarly.
It's, for an NA motor with not that much low end torque, it's surprisingly quick. Like,
I can't imagine how it's like having that much speed immediately. There's not many NA cars that are that quick.
Absolutely.
If any.
Yeah. I want to just take you guys along on this curvy canyon road. Been wanting to drive this car up here for a while. Got a little bit of a break, which is good. I'm going to keep driving it, let Jordan drive it, and then we'll pick the video back up later. Oh, my ears are popping.
Cheers, mate. That's such a good clip.
Look at that.
I'm so jealous.
Look at that.
Gotta keep some speed. Oh, the gold wheels. Good for him.
Nice. And yep, the Z06 is going through some water.
We just start getting swiped.
No, don't say that.
Oh my god, I have a heart attack.
Wow. So, first impressions of the Z06?
You know what's tough? Is I feel like you're gonna ask people these things and they're gonna broken record it.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Everything's
Engine.
great. You know what's actually one of the most prominent thoughts in my mind is I feel like this car needs proper roads to be pushed, and it needs you to spend time in it.
Yep.
Like I feel like for you to take this car like up the coast of California would be one, aside from a track, would be one of the few ways you could really like use it.
Yes.
Use its potential. I feel like I just tapped into 10%.
10% of it,
I
yep,
barely touched
absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Because the limits are so high. I mean, it's a 670 horsepower track car, right? It's got 345s out back. You have to be on a track to really stretch it, or like a really open big road or something like that. It's a monster of a car.
And I think there's a lot of cars that currently have existed in the market for the past 5 years that are not as capable as this car, that also, if the right person took me in them, I'd be mind blown at their capability.
Okay.
So I think this is just, again, I don't even think I can fathom its capability unless someone properly took me around.
Yeah. And VIR, this was faster than a Huracan Technica, faster than a GT4 RS. That's what this thing can do, right? And those cars cost equal or more by a huge margin.
Technica's like 3 times the size.
Yeah, exactly. At MSRP, that's always a hard part, right? These things are still selling for over sticker.
The rear-wheel drive is going to be one of the collectible ones.
I know, but
it's one of the only
I have
cars.
3 rear-wheel drive sports cars right now, and this, you've driven Gen 2 R8s.
This is better than an all-wheel drive.
In every single way.
And night and neck.
That's the problem I'm facing right now.
But though, flat plane crank V8, great.
Yeah.
Lamborghini V10 is still
See,
something.
But right now, I put the keys to this and my R8 or Huracan. Which one are you taking?
No, I'm taking this.
You're still taking it?
It's a different car. It's a new platform. It's a new engine.
Because new experience, everything like
100%.
that. That's the dilemma I face. When this goes home and I've got Shelby 350R, the R8, and a Z06 sitting on the table, I'm going to be taking this all the time and the R8 won't get used.
Also, I just wanted to give the R8 its credit where it's due.
Yeah.
As a driver's car, the R8 bores me a lot.
It does.
I don't enjoy.
It's not the top.
It's a very good daily.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
We're talking. Oh man, I'm glad you enjoyed your first drive of a Z06.
So
yeah.
I tell everyone when I drive their cars lately, I've been so numb to cars lately. So you're doing a public service.
I'm bringing back the passion.
You're bringing passion.
Good.
So you're doing more than just letting me experience the car.
Jordan Bowe back into car videos, pretty please.
Cars like this.
We'll do more car content. It's fun. Yeah. 3 months into this car, I mean, I love it. I'm sure after your experience, you can imagine how much I love owning this thing, right? It's just
3 hours into this thing.
3 hours, exactly. Yeah. 3 months in. It'll be in Arizona for a bit longer. I'm still out here for a day or two, and then eventually this will make its way off to Chicago. Back to that's home for me. But I'm gonna miss. I mean, look at these views. You just don't have that in the Midwest. Gorgeous.
Let's get some, dude, we haven't even experienced windows down.
Oh yeah, got some noises.
I don't know how I just did that without even thinking about it.
Give us a downshift the first gear.
With the mountain.
Oh, the anger.
Oh my god, it sounds, actually, dude, what have we been doing with the windows down?
Just the noises. Run the red line. I love hearing it echo off like the walls on the canyon. Holy crap. This is the best thing. Squirrel! He survived.
He would not be a match for the 345s.
No, he would be pancaked. Jordan, I love this car. I absolutely love this car.
You should.
All right, Jordan.
It's been an honor.
First Z06 experience, awesome.
First C8. We gotta
C8
get
experience.
First C8
You just went straight to the top. You
one.
can't drive a Stingray now. It's ruined.
I don't want to anyway.
I want that Z06. Thanks, dude.
No, thank you.
Ton of fun.
Don't thank me for driving your Corvette Z06.
It was a fun day. It was a fun day.
It was a blast.
Yes. All right.
It was great.
And we are now off to go do some other shenanigans, dropping Jordan off, and we'll probably pick this up later tonight. See you guys. We did it! 1,500 miles. We have reached 1,500 miles, which means track break-in is done. Gonna have to get this thing serviced at some point, even though it's got plenty of oil life. I kind of feel like I want to do that just after the final break-in period. Then you can properly enjoy this thing on the track. 1,500 miles on a Z06. Heck yeah. It's crazy how low the Z06 is starting from inside. It just echoes throughout the entire house. I just drove a Lexus LFA. Completely different experience from the Z06, right? Z06, really quick shifting dual clutch. Lexus LFA has a automated single clutch. This is 120 horsepower increase over it. But man, that was just a crazy experience. Video on that coming soon. We'll put the Z06 inside because rain may be incoming. And I just had the car washed, so that's really cool. Because everything is fully cold right now, you can see red line is lowered. It recommends I don't rev it to 8,700 RPM because, yeah, all the fluids and everything are cold. Definitely respect that. I always let this thing idle and warm up before I start driving it. Wrapping up my weekend out here in Arizona with the Z06. And I've said this multiple times, but the more I drive this car, the more I love it. It just does everything you could possibly want out of a sports car, borderline supercar. It has the sound, the speed, the performance, the excitement, the tech to creature comforts, the presence, the looks, track capability. Like, this thing is amazing. It is utterly amazing. People who experience it, they see it, they're like, wow. They hear the noise, they're like, how does it sound this good? It's an American Ferrari, and that to me is praise. There are some purists who prefer the old traditional American muscle car sound, in which case, go get yourself a C8 Stingray or the new E-Ray. It still has a pushrod V8. This, that hard edge NA V8 scream. Drove an LFA today, and getting back into this, I still love the Z06 so much, right? The engine has not the same level of pure precision as the LFA V10, but it still has that exciting drama, the character, the way it revs out, the sound. And that's the thing, even at half throttle, like that was a gentle half throttle acceleration, it's exciting, it sounds good. I love this car. 3 months, 1,500 miles in, we're officially through the track break-in mileage, so I'll likely send this for a service or something at some point, figure that out. Maybe swap back to the factory Cup 2Rs and see if I can get a track day with this car before it comes back to Chicago for the summer. I am heading back to Chicago for some work stuff shortly, tomorrow morning actually, and I guess next time you see the Z06 on YouTube will be the next time I see the Z06. I missed the car again. It'll go back on the trickle charger parked in the garage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video this weekend as I spent some more time with the car. I certainly did, and I'll end it with this. That's all. See you guys.